I'm excited, you guys. So it is date night for me and Sean. I'm going to show you guys my outfit. I am wearing jeans. You guys can't see. These are my pre-pregnancy jeans. And I'm wearing just this cute little like sweater. It's like a wool sweater. It has just the white and black on the back. But in the front it has white, black, and brown. So super cute. And I'm going to wear my Ugg boots, I think. It's date night outfit. So I told you guys I can give you a little bit more details now because this is going up after it already happened. So it is currently a Saturday night. And Sean and I are going to go see Adam Conover. He's some comedian at a comedy club. And I've never been to a comedy club and I've never heard of Adam Conover. But Sean said he's like a science-y / political comedian. So it should be a good time. We got a babysitter for all 4 of the kids. So including my infant, who I've never left any of my kids when they were this young ever. And Sean and I have only gone on 2 dates the whole time we've known each other. Just us. So it's kind of a big deal. Ugh. And Sean's been talking about seeing this comedian for a long time. He mentioned this when I was still pregnant with our daughter, who is now 7 months old almost. And I kind of just dismissed it as like, of course we can't go. Like, she's going to be little. Like, of course. But he kept bringing it up. And then on Thursday, he actually brought it up again. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to find a way where at least he can go. But I couldn't find a way for just him to go because nobody wanted to go with him. Because everybody had plans and we're super last minute and yada, yada, yada. So I found a way for both of us to go. And I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I am nervous. Just because leaving my baby it's nerve-wracking, you know? But I think it's good for us. And Sean actually picked up my makeup today. So I'm using my Lethal BYOP. And he chose this shimmer right here, which is the one that arrived shattered. But Lethal said because I opened the package, they weren't going to do much about it for me, which kind of sucks. And he also chose my Clarity Cosmetics Bloom palette, which wasn't one of the ones I was going to use. But if that's what hubby wants, that's what hubby wants. So I'm excited. I'm always anxious and nervous to go places I haven't been before. And it's late at night and it's raining and I'm a homebody. And when I have to go places with shitty parking, I just don't go. So like events and cities, I typically don't go there because I can't parallel park. But I have severe anxiety. So I have to drive everywhere we go because I just get panicked that like Sean doesn't see the car in front of us or Sean doesn't see like the people merging or whatever. I get super, super, super anxious. So much so that I have a astigmatism in my eye. So when we got back from Disneyland, it was late at night and he had to drive home from the airport because I could not see the lines on the road. And I'm literally in the third row between my 2 bigger kids' car seats, like having a panic attack because I couldn't see. But we made it home and I took a deep breath. I was sweating, you guys. I was sweating. I was like breathing fast. I was on my phone trying to talk to all my friends on Instagram who I could possibly think of that would be up at that time of night, just to get my mind off of it. And I was anxious. And even now I'm working myself up. I've been working myself up since Thursday over this because I'm like, I need to do it for my husband. Like, he really wants to go and he does a bunch of things for me that he doesn't want to do. And so I need to do it too, but I'm just really anxious. And like, even now, like, we're leaving in an hour and 10 minutes and I'm still anxious. There's a reason I'm just not doing my makeup because I'm freaking panicking. But I figured that's why I saved my makeup for like the very last minute as well, because this is like an actionable thing that like makes me feel in control. Like, I'm controlling how I'm doing my makeup, you know? And so typically that makes me feel better if only temporarily. And then I reluctantly agreed to let him drive to the place because it's in a city I'm unfamiliar with. He doesn't freak out when it comes to parking. And we're going to be taking his car, which is like a little car, not a van. So that's also going to freak me out. Because I don't know. I know it doesn't matter, but I just feel safer in a big van, which I know it's ridiculous, but it's just how I feel, okay? And I need you guys to not correct me and tell me otherwise in the comments. Please, just let me be disillusioned. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I definitely think it's gonna be fun when we're there, especially because we don't get time alone ever. It's not a thing. Like, we chose to have a big family, and of course we're always present for our big family, but we don't get time, just us. So it's always like needed and exciting, but it's always just a tad bit nerve-wracking too, because it doesn't happen very often. So I meant to allow myself just a little bit more time than this to do my makeup, because I want to make sure my shapes are good. Because, date night with hubby, like, our last date night that I got really excited about, we ended up going to Lowe's. We went out to dinner and then we went to Lowe's, and that was it. This, we're actually, like, going out. We have our babysitter until 1 a.m., so. But we go out so infrequently that our kids, like, we told them, they were like, hey, are we gonna go do anything fun today? And I'm like, no, guys, not today, because Dad and I are going out tonight, and, we're gonna need to, like, rest up and stuff, but we'll do stuff tomorrow. And they were like, huh? Like, their brain couldn't comprehend, like, Dad and I going out without them, and, like, they just kept asking questions and, making us play through, like, a play-by-play on when we're gonna leave, when we're gonna come back, what's gonna happen with them, all that stuff, like, several times, because they were just like, you're never gonna come back. Like, they didn't comprehend, like, Dad and I going out without them, which I thought was sweet. It was very sweet, but it just brings to light how infrequent Sean and I go out. And part of that is just who we are as people. Like, I'm an introvert, I'm a homebody, Sean's a homebody too. We are gamers, so we just really like to play, like, games. And we also, not to say that people that go out don't, but we just really, really like being around our kids, so we choose not to really go out that much. Also, we don't have any support, so when we go out, it's, trying to find people we trust enough to watch our kids, and yada, yada, yada. This is Sigma E38 brush. I think I'm going to do, like, a darker bloom look. So what I'm thinking, since I'm obviously using that multi-chrome I showed you guys, I think I'm going to do green, which is such a buttercup, and then blooming around, which is the purple. And I'm pretty sure those are the two shades I always reach into with this palette anyway, but I really want to keep it dark because, it's nighttime, so I want it to be smoky. And, like, those are the looks that I think are just the best on me anyway, are the smoky looks. I really want to try to keep this up because I don't want it to look droopy. I do have a little bit of grace if it starts to look a little wonky because it is raining. So it's not me that can't blend, it's the rain. Duh. If it wasn't raining, it'd be, like, perfect. My toddler's having a really hard day. I think it's like he senses that we're going out, but honestly, our babysitter arrives, like, at bedtime, so kids shouldn't feel much of a difference. I was honestly not going to tell them because, why worry them if they're not going to feel a difference, but I didn't want them to be, like, really freaked out if they woke up to go to the bathroom or whatever, or they heard her, because she's going to be here with, obviously, all four of the kids, but my toddler and my baby, so I'm sure she's going to be talking to the baby at least, like, it's okay, trying to soothe her back to sleep. And I didn't want them to be, like, freaked out when they heard a stranger's voice. So that's the only reason I told them, because otherwise, like, honestly, the bigger three shouldn't. My toddler might, because Dad and I are leaving at 8, and bedtime's 8, so, usually he'd have to, like, 8:15 to get settled or whatever, but no, we're leaving at 8, which honestly is pushing it. I wish I told her 7:45, because doors open at 9, event starts at 9:45, so we have 45, and it's, like, first come, first serve on the seating, which I'm not too concerned, because it's a comedy club, so we don't really have to see anything. Like, we could hear, obviously, but I just don't want to be, I don't want to be rushing, I just want it to be, I want it to be nice, and it's going to be nice. Days with my husband are always nice. It's just anxiety, like, it really sucks because it consumes so much time. I've spent more time anxious about today and, like, the logistics of today than the actual event is going to take, you know what I mean? But here's a question. Do I take my Zoloft before I go since I'm not driving, or do I take him when we get back and risk forgetting it? Luckily, Sean is going to be home tomorrow, and he's also going to be home on Monday because I have 2 therapy appointments on Monday, so we just figured that would make the most sense, although we typically like him to take off later in the week, especially because my daughter is getting her 2nd flu shot this week, but I need help. Like, I can't do a 2-hour session of therapy, and it's not like I have my therapy appointment and my psychiatrist appointment, but I can't expect my kids to not cry or need anything for 2 hours straight. That's just not. And my psychiatrist, I love her to death, but she's always late. I don't think I've ever had an appointment with her where she wasn't like 30 minutes to an hour late. So really, it's probably made up being 3 hours. Okay, so I have my shape. I don't like this harsh line, but I'm gonna take this purple, which is Blooming Around. I love Clarity Cosmetics. I am really looking forward to their Autumn Rose palette, which I confirmed with the brand. They are still dropping. They just finished production on it, so it should be dropping soon. And then they actually teased another palette, which looks like it looks like my color story, like purples and greens and blues. Obviously, they haven't showed the inside yet, but based off the packaging, it looks like it's more of the yumminess that we've been seeing. My hope is, and I know this is gonna sound weird, my hope is next year I don't like that many palettes, because for like a year and a half prior to this year, there wasn't a single release that I was even like remotely interested in at all. I was like, makeup like is not fun right now. Like, this sucks. When it was like natural makeup, you know? This year hit and I was like, oh my god, it's my color story. So that's why this year has been particularly bad for me. But trends are trends, and the trends will turn soon. So I'm sure next year I'm actually not going to like a lot of releases, which is good for my bank account. And it's good for my overconsumption too. It'll give me time to use up what I have. I think I'm gonna be the only one wearing makeup again. I remember I was like, I'm gonna use one of my Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. I told you guys, things change day by day in my world. Don't ever listen to me. Because if I don't know what I'm doing with my life, I don't expect. Okay. So again, I'm taking this color from Lethal with my finger. Oh shoot, I forgot my, damn it. Just casually forgetting my glitter glue every day, even though I've been doing this for a while now. Okay, good. I tell you guys, I do the same makeup every day. Well, not like the same eye look, but like more or less, you know, like swap a few colors here and there and like it's the same makeup. And I still don't have my routine down. Isn't the shade just so delicious though? I want to say this one was like opal. I don't remember. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's pretty. I'm tapping, not swiping. Wow, that's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. There's a part of me that wants to take, so of course I'm gonna do it a little bit more. But I don't want to put too much where it's gonna crease real bad, you know, before I even get to the event. Okay. Tap, tap. This is gorgeous. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Yeah, Refill Cosmetics is that girl, by the way. She is that girl. Okay. So now I'm going to take this tiny little flat brush. It's a Sigma E20. And I'm going to go in with... I know you're supposed to use a light shade in the inner corner, but I want to use... No. Or use Irresistible. I wanted to use the blue, but let's keep the look. I think what I want to do actually is, I'm using Irresistible, which actually came cracked, but Ice Cream Beauty did send me a replacement palette. So now I have two, which is very, very cool of them, actually. And then I think I'm going to put my glitter puck on top of it. This look is freaking everything. Everything in this world and more. But I don't want to forget, well, let's put on primer first. I'm still using Cloud Glow, which I should have swapped out. Oh wait, I'm not even ready for this. What am I doing? I need eyeliner. Hello? Not that one. We're using our Too Faced Better Than Sex. I get so nervous to have dates with my husband. I want it to be perfect. I don't think I like this eyeliner, you guys. I like my ABH one a lot better. Oh, shit. I put a dot on this eyeball before I was ready to, and that kind of committed me to, but I think more or less it's in the right direction. Yeah, I think it's more or less in the right direction. Happy accident, I suppose. Yeah, these fill tips are nice. But I've really grown to enjoy my ABH liquid liner. And I've really missed not having it around. I got this one, I got two of this one actually because it was on sale during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And I wouldn't say regret it, because I don't think I regret it. I'm using my Tartelette Tubing Mascara, the XL one. But I wish I picked up some of my mascara as well. Or some of my eyeliner as well, so I could have it on hand. I think that's the way to go for me when I'm trying out something new. Maybe don't just stock up on something new. Maybe stock up on something new along with my tried and true product. That way, if it isn't the new love of my life, I'm not super, super, super missing out, you know? For these rare occasions where I quote unquote need it to look nice. I'm curious if I'm going to see any of you out in the wild. Like, sometimes I see YouTubers out in the wild and I'm just like, hey. I mean, of course, there are like people who have much larger followings, so they're a lot more easily detectable in the wild, but I know the venue that this place is at, and it's not like massively huge, so I feel like everybody that goes is going to see everybody else that goes, you know? I made the decision to stop breastfeeding officially. I never wanted to stop on a bad day. I wanted to always stop on a good day, you know? That way I know I'm making not an emotional choice, but the best choice. And at this point, I do think it's the best choice. I'm sad I didn't make it to my goal of a year with her, but this girl gave me a run for my money. It's been a tough breastfeeding journey. I've had mastitis a couple times. I had clogged ducts constantly. And it got to the point where I'm like, the better choice for all of us is just for me to give her the freezer stash that I have accumulated, and at this point we're introducing solids. So between formula, solids, and the breast milk stash, it might get close to a year. I don't think we're gonna get to a year, but I think we'll get close. But I hope that Mama has some time to lose some weight. Of course, like, if I get pregnant tomorrow, I'll be so happy and, you know, celebrate. But it'd be nice if it could be hot mom fall for a little bit. These lashes are not... Don't play with me tonight, lashes. Oh, that hurt. Fuck. Fuck. I was trying to unclump some lashes and poked the fuck out of my eye just then. I'm more saying fuck because it's a good thing I'm not monetized, because I'd probably get demonetized for the amount of times I just said the fuck word, but I'm more saying fuck because I have fucking mascara down there now. And I have to let it dry because if I try to do anything about it, it's going to smudge, and I don't want to smudge right now. That fucking hurt. Oh, so I used to poke myself in the eye all the time with the Lancome wands. This wand is not a wand that typically happens with. When it's empty, I might touch it though, just to see how spiky it is, because I can't tell just by looking at it. Is it gonna flake off, please? Yes. Okay, it flaked right off. That's cool. Okay. What do you guys think of the eye look? I do like it. It's very me. Okay. Back onto regular paid programming. 7-Eleven. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I'm starting to get frantic. And when I get frantic, stuff like that happens. I hate this primer. And it went up my nose, and I hate the smell of this primer so much. I'm excited. I've never done anything like this. Like, I'm nervous though. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm all the things. I'm definitely into my under eyes. Megan was trying an under eye. It was like a peachy color corrector from Huda that I'm curious about, but it's just another step. I don't know if your girl doesn't even remember the steps that your girl does now. Oh, I didn't do an under eye. I didn't do anything under my eyes. I need to do something under my eyes. What can I do under my eyes? Your girl doesn't remember the steps that she does now. Your girl doesn't need to be thinking about adding any steps. No, ma'am. I have no idea how long this show is supposed to be. There was one that was at like, I want to say 7. So maybe it's only an hour. I don't know. And then we're going to the later one. Doors open at, yeah, I want to say, I don't know if doors opened at 7 or if the show started at 7, but I think one was at 7, and then ours is at 9:45, but the doors open at 9. I really need to hurry up because we're gonna move the baby's crib out here so that she could just stay up and watch her, because she's never fallen asleep without anybody in the same room, like not even for naps. And I also want pictures of her throughout the day, throughout the night, because 5 hours is a long time to leave a 7-month-old. I felt she's having 7 months. She's 6 months. Okay. Take my Jones Red with the foundation. I keep forgetting I really shouldn't be wiping my hands on my clothes because I already changed, but so I want to get the big kids teeth brushed, hair brushed, to bed. I want to get the baby's bed moved out here. I'm gonna try to get my toddler down, but we're leaving in 45, so I don't know if we're gonna have time for all that. I knew I should have done makeup a little bit earlier. Do you think my shades turned out pretty good today? Okay. I have to think. Oh shoot, I forgot this again. I don't want to be too bronzy, but I do want a little bit. I never found that damn wasp again, you guys. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a dead wasp at some point, somewhere. I know for a fact it was like right there though. So like, where could it have gone? I think it went somewhere to die, honestly, because we have a lot of poison outside our house. So okay, good with that. Oh, I need my brushes. I think tomorrow's gonna be brush day in my house. Oh my god, my hands. Using my Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. Yeah, tomorrow needs to be brush day for sure. Oh, your girl has powder on her pants. I need to make sure I'm blending into my hairline today, because sometimes I see like a whole gap between my face and my hair, and I'm like, oops. I figured that Sean and I take like one picture a year together. I figured tonight would be that night. It's just us, you know. It's not like the kids too. So That's why I'm stressing so bad about my makeup, because I'm like, I kind of look like, you know, cute. Okay, I'm going to use my bacon cakes and my latte, so ABH latte. Oh, that's the brush. Just because I'm really, really, really in love with this blush combo, and I figured tonight is a great night to do it. Try to get some orange off of my blush brush before I... This is definitely a blush I can see myself repurchasing. This combo, really. ABH latte and Fenty bacon cakes. They're just so good. They're good on their own and they're good together. Fenty bacon cakes. So the seller that sold me this one for $7 posted another bacon cakes up on their Mercari page recently for a higher price, like double what I paid for this one. What does that mean? Should I be concerned about that? Like, why did she have multiples, and why did she wait so long to post the second one? And why was mine like half the price of this one? Like, it doesn't have a smell or anything. I'm like, what's wrong with it? Because they're both used. Like, one wasn't like new in box or anything. Like, they're both used. I'm like, huh? Maybe she like, I don't know, selling for a friend. That's what I'm allowing myself to think. Okay, powder, powder, powder. Hourglass powders. Then I'm going to close my palette, and I'm going to set this vise. Melt those powders, baby. And then highlight, highlight, highlight. I think I'm going to mix them. I'm going to take Pillow Talk Glow. Tap, tap, tap. Tap. And I'm also going to take, this is Cyber Diamond, my glitter puck. Tap, tap, tap. And then, as promised earlier, I'm going to take this brush into, and I'm going to inner corner it. Do quite like it. I think having all the different blush options is definitely allowed this makeup basket to stay the same for quite a while because it's just so good, so good. Some of my favorites are definitely in this assortment. So, okay, on your lip. I don't know if I want to reapply my lip on there. I don't think I do. I think I just want to focus on the night ahead. Just casually putting this much effort into a date with my husband, no big deal. Okay. And that was what she wrote, friends. I really like my makeup today. I think it looks really good. I'll try to get a good picture of this makeup before we leave. I'll try to get some pictures while we're on our date. No promises. But thank you guys for spending the last half hour with me and giving me an outlet so I don't freak the actual F out. Besides that, I hope you all have a really wonderful night as well. And I will definitely update you guys on the concert in tomorrow's Get Ready With Me. So without further ado, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.